Your salami back with another video. Psychology of trust. How it's built and how it's easily broken. If not handled correctly, of course. Trust takes years to build and minutes to break, sometimes forever to even repair. You felt it. The moment someone shows you exactly who they are instead of what they say they are. And whether you believe what you saw or believe what you think you know or what you hope for, we're breaking down the actual psychology of trust. It forms in the brain, why it collapses so fast, how fast, why, and what it takes to truly rebuild it, if it can be rebuilt at all, depending on the situation, of course. Trust isn't a feeling, it's a prediction. Every time you trust someone, supposedly trust someone, your brain is running a calculation. Based on everything I know about this person, what are they most likely to do next? And when their actions match your predictions, trust grows. When their actions don't match it, trust breaks. This is why trust isn't really about how much a person says they care about you or the things they do about you. It's the consistency in what they say and their behavior over time. Psychologists call this behavioral predictability. And the actual currency trust is built on. Trust isn't built on gifts, trust isn't built on love bombing, trust isn't built on saying things over and over and over again. Trust is built on you doing what the brain predicts you to do based on things that's happened previously or things you promised previously. And that's why the small things really matter so much, especially in friendships, relationships, because showing up when you say you would grows trust. Following through on something nobody would have noticed if you didn't. Those are tiny moments that run in the back of someone's brain to believe you, to believe in you. How trust is built. Trust is built in layers. 1, competence. 2, reliability. And 3, vulnerability. If you guys don't know, competence. Can this person actually do what they say they can do? Reliability. Does this person consistently show up, not just when it's convenient for them? Vulnerability. Are they willing to be honest even when it's uncomfortable for both of us? The third one is what most people skip. A lot of people don't like being vulnerable, and a lot of people tend to cover up the truth with a pretty lie or gifts. You could be reliable, you could be skilled, and you can still not be trusted, because trust requires exposure. It requires someone showing you the real version of themselves, not the one that they made up in their heads and not the one they want you to believe is true. This is why trust deepens fastest during the hard moments, not the easy ones. Anyone can look trustworthy when nothing's being tested. Real trust gets built in the moment someone could have lied, disappeared, or protected themselves first and didn't. Now we're going to talk about how trust is broken, which everyone should know. The part that actually surprises people though is trust isn't broken by one big fat betrayal. It's broken the moment the story starts adding up. Psychologically, betrayal isn't just the act itself. It's about the realization that your prediction of this person was wrong. They was not who you thought they were at all. And that's what really hurts the most. It's not the lies, it's not the half-truths. It's the fact that the person you thought you knew wasn't the person that you're with at all. And like I said, it's not about what they did. It's about everything you believed or believed in that moment you realized it was false. And that's why the small things do more damage than people expect. It's not about the size of the lie, it's about what it reveals. A small lie tells your brain, if they lied about this, what else are they lying about? And once that question exists, trust doesn't fall gradually, it collapses all at once, like a paper airplane. Because once your brain starts rerunning everything, every past moment through a new lens, that's called retroactive reinterpretation. And that's why betrayal doesn't just hurt in the present, it rewrites the past in the future. Why rebuilding trust is so hard. Building trust isn't about apologizing, it isn't about gifting or giving this person new data or trying to override the old prediction. And that takes repetition, that takes words. And this is the part that people get wrong. They think an apology resets things, it doesn't. A lot of people say, oh, just apologize. Apology does not mean shit. I don't know who lied to y'all, but it doesn't mean anything at all. You can apologize and do the same thing tomorrow. Probably not even tomorrow, the same night. Apology just opens the door to someone forgiving you, but what builds to trust is consistent behavior. Over time, no gaps in between what's said and what's actually done. And for long enough that the brain updates to the prediction again that they had the first time. And sometimes trust doesn't come back the same way. Sometimes what gets rebuilt isn't the original trust that was given the first time. It's a new version, one that knows whether it survives. That's not always a loss though. Sometimes it's more honest than the one that was created before. Trust isn't fragile because people are weak. It's fragile because it's built on prediction, which you think you know, and predictions can be wrong at times. But that doesn't mean trust isn't magic. It's not something you have or you don't. It's something you build over time, moment by moment, through consistency, and something you protect the same way you protect something that you truly love. So the question isn't who do I trust? It's what have I actually shown people about who I am consistently when nobody's checking. That's the psychology of trust. We know what hits for you, and let me know your thoughts below. I can't tell you exactly how to get someone to trust you again. Everyone's different. Like I said, everyone's brain, everyone's stories that they tell themselves, everyone's way of thinking is different. But one thing I can tell you is, well, if you're consistent in the same thing you've been saying since day one, and if one thing happens that doesn't match the prediction, the consistency that was shown to someone, it can be rebuilt with more consistency. Trust cannot be rebuilt on a faulty foundation and lies to cover up more lies, because eventually the lies is going to catch up to themselves. And this is not just for relationships, it's for family, friends, work environments. Trust is something that can be as easily built as it is broken, sometimes broken even faster than it's built. And I feel like once people understand the psychology of trust, the world will become a better place. Right now, else that's around 90% of the world, 95% of the world goes around not trusting anyone. Only select people, and it's crazy because the select people that we deem as trustworthy be the one that hurts us the most. So in order for us to heal as a nation, is for us to rebuild trust in not only ourselves, the people around us, and other people as well. But that again happens over time through consistency and truth, even if it's something ugly. Anyways, let me guys know what you think below. Give me a thumbs up, share with someone who needs to hear this. And I love y'all. Stay safe. See you in our next video.